What I'd like to talk about today is change management and implementation. Most organizations have some level of resistance to change, so I'd like to hear your opinions and what's worked for you in terms of working through that with organizations.
It's a really important question, Stu, and if you don't get ahead of that, there's no way that any solution is going to be successful. As you're beginning to think about what that solution is, you need to take into account all of the different stakeholders involved. What are their needs? How will this solution impact them? That means everyone from your accounts payable to procurement, from site management to controlling, as well as on the site side. How would this potential solution impact your site administrators, the PIs, the nurses? And if you can begin to work through all of those different considerations and work with them to show them how the solution that you're implementing really addresses their needs, then you'll have a much smoother and more satisfying implementation process.
What's your recommended approach to ensure the actual implementation comes off and delivers the results that you've promised your stakeholders?
So there are a couple things that you want to keep in mind. This is not something where you can just jump into the deep end. You need to be very thoughtful about the steps in terms of how you roll out this solution. So change management is definitely part of it. But you also want to make sure that you're selecting studies and sites from the get-go to pilot the solution with, to ease both your sponsors as well as members of the pilot team into the new process. And third and finally, it's really important to keep in mind the KPIs, because at the end of the day, you're going to need to prove the success of this project, and you need the metrics captured over the course of the pilot to show that success.
Thanks, Hillel. So to summarize our conversations, it sounds like there's three major items to ensure success here. One is to make sure you map your current state process. Two is to make sure you have a compelling business case. And finally, make sure you have the buy-in from your internal stakeholders to ensure that you're hitting their needs and commitments.
Exactly.
Thank you, Hillel.